There are way too many Americans out there that have no idea what to do with their old 401k. Maybe you left your job and you have your 401k just sitting at your old employer. Well, today I'm going to talk about the options that you have, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to roll over your 401k. So first, I'm going to go through the few options that you have with your old 401k, and then I'm going to tell you which one I like the best out of these options. So the first one is obviously you can withdraw cash out of your 401k. This is one that I do not like whatsoever, because if you withdraw from your 401k before you're age 59 and a half, you are going to be paying taxes on that money, and you will be paying a 10% penalty on that money. So say, for example, you have $100,000 in that 401k. Well, you're going to have to pay the taxes on that money because you have not paid taxes yet when you contribute to a 401k, and you're going to have to pay $10,000 worth of penalties because you withdrew it in cash. This is one thing you definitely never want to do if you can help it, is pull cash out of your 401k for any reason whatsoever. There are so many different ways that you can get money out of your 401k, and so pulling it out in cash is just a detriment to your financial health. Number two is to roll over your old 401k into an IRA, something like a rollover IRA. And this is one of my favorite options, which we will talk about later step by step exactly how to do this. But what you can do is you can access your 401k and roll it into what is called a rollover IRA. This is actually the option that I went for when I left my first corporate job, where I just rolled it over into a rollover IRA. Now, we have a 5-step process on how to do this. I'm going to talk about it at the end of the video, or linked up down below. You can see we actually have a PDF guide that you can take and utilize that if you'd rather do that. Option 3 is you can roll over your 401k to the new company's 401k that you are now working at. The reason you would want to do this is if you love the investment options at the new company that you were working at. Say, for example, you're a huge fan of Vanguard index funds and your old company had some terrible funds with really, really high fees. But the new company that you moved over to has some of your favorite Vanguard index funds like VTSAX, for example. So, well, in that case, if you really like the funds that are available, you can roll over your old 401k into your new 401k. And one great way to do this is with a company called Capitalize. I have no affiliation with Capitalize, but what Capitalize does is they actually help you step by step on rolling your old 401k to your new 401k, or letting you know if you need to do something else with that money, and they look at your personal situation. And it's absolutely free, which is why I love this service. They make money by referring you to some of these other companies to open up your 401k, but they look at the best option for you. So that is a great option, really cool service that is absolutely free if you want to do something like this. And then option number 4 that you have is you can also leave your old 401k at your old job. If you like the investment options of your 401k at your old job, you can leave your old 401k there if you want to, and then continue with a new 401k with your new company. It's not going to compound any faster if you combine the funds or anything like that. Instead, you just want to make sure that you have the best options available to you. Now, like I said, out of these 4 options, I like to roll it into a rollover IRA for a couple of different reasons. 1, I have complete control. 2, I'm able to actually choose where I'm rolling it over to. I can choose my investment options with all my favorite funds and all of those different pieces that come into play. So that is exactly why I like that. And I'm going to show you step by step right now how easy this can actually be to roll it over. And like I said, we have a free PDF down below if you want to check that out, where it'll show you step by step exactly how to do this. So step 1 is to put together all the key information of where your current 401k is, or your old 401k that you have at your old job. So you just want to piece together, where is it? What are the account numbers? All of those different things. You got to have these handy when you're about to go do this rollover IRA. Now, if you don't have this information, or you don't know where your 401k is, all you have to do is just reach out to HR from your old company, and they'll show you exactly where it is, how to access it, and how to call that company to get your money out of there. Because sometimes what people do is they just get the 401k match. They don't even really look at it, and so they don't know where all their stuff is. Just reach out to the old HR department and make sure that they give you that information. Now, step 2 is you got to decide where you want to move your hard-earned dollars. You have 2 main options. You can do it into a rollover IRA, or your new 401k at your new employer. Like I said, I like the rollover IRA. I think it's a better option for most people because you have so much control over the options that you have available. So part of step 2 also is to then, once you pick what you want to do, then you're going to open up a rollover IRA at the new provider. So when you open up a rollover IRA, I like these 3 companies the best. Vanguard, Charles Schwab, and Fidelity. All three are fantastic. They have fantastic funds. So if there's one that is your preference, then you can open up one at those locations. Or if there's somewhere else that you like even more, you do you. Now, step 3 is you're going to contact your old 401k provider. And what I want you to have handy is I want you to set aside about 30 minutes to do this. This is not a fun process. I know this is not something that you want to be doing, but this is where you can set aside 30 minutes. And if you have an old 401k statement, just keep it handy. And what you want to have available is your IRA account number, your new rollover IRA account number, your IRA provider's mailing address, because a lot of times they actually have to physically mail a check to them, any other check-related instructions at your new IRA provider. And if you don't know what the instructions are, then just Google the provider's name and then rollover instructions. Then you just place the call, talk it through, and they will ask you the questions, and then you just give them all the answers that they need. Now, in that PDF, we actually have a script. If you don't know what to say, we have a script on exactly what you need to say. If you're really uncomfortable with how to talk about this, we have the exact script for you in that PDF. Step 4 is finish any last transfer steps. So throughout these steps, sometimes you have to do a couple of extra things. Maybe they mail the check to you, then you have to send the check to your new provider, but it's usually something very, very simple. You just want to finish those last steps. Now, if you're looking for the step-by-step guide for each of those providers that I just mentioned, we have them linked up in that PDF as well. So really, I would grab that PDF guide if you need it, because it really is a all-inclusive, comprehensive guide to how to do this entire process. Listen, I hope you guys learned a ton about how to roll over your old 401k. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will see you on the next video.